What is going on, guys? It's Saturn Reaper here, and we are back again. Yesterday's video, what did we do for yesterday's video? It was gameplay, but my voice is back, so we get that energy. No, before that, we did like a 15-minute rant, so we're good. We're in good standing. But anyways, we have three things to cover today. Three major things to cover today. So first things first here, we do have like one small leak, which is a reverse gun game LTM, with a description being all players start with the same powerful weapon. Eliminating a player grants a weapon of slightly less power. The first to make it through every weapon from best to worst earns the victory royale, which is interesting because I want to see how they rank the weapons. I'm assuming best weapon is probably going to be either RPG or heavy sniper. Worst weapon in the game, I don't know. I don't even know what that would be. Maybe infantry rifle, which isn't that bad now. Maybe regular pistols, probably going to be the worst item in the game is what they're going to put it as. Or maybe even what, stickies? Maybe stickies would count as the worst item in the game because it's the hardest one to get the last kill with. Maybe, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that. Our next little thing that we have to cover here is the next dig site. Now we do know that divot filled up with lava, which means that potentially it could overflow with lava. Now we have a lava spot in the middle of the map, so that's gonna be super interesting. But this is a spot over in Loot Lake, which actual footage, as you guys can see down there, that's kind of going, and you guys can see kind of different spots that are going to be dug out, and we're probably going to be able to dig in this area as well, but who knows, it might end up revealing yet another spot for lava to flow out of. So it's going to be interesting what all this lava does. Again, we're building up to bigger events. It's not a good idea to kind of ignore these smaller things that are happening in the game, even though, you know, you guys may not participate in them or anything like that or care about them. They're going to build up towards our big events, and that's why I'm informing you guys about it. So our last thing to cover here is the competitive Fortnite state of development. Now, this is actually a very interesting article that I'm not going to read all the way through, but I do want to note one thing. So arena mode, they know that the queue times are long, and they actually say right here that we'll place you into a match on a creative island during those long queue times to keep you warmed up. While that solution is a little way out, we'll be regularly updating matchmaking logic for arena to provide a better experience for players in all divisions. Then they also detail some performance improvements, which I do want to read through. Improving late game performance is a priority for us. We'll start by bringing the opt-in FPS display to console and mobile, which will help us better monitor live gameplay performance when digging into your reports, which means I feel like they should be able to do this without including that feature, you know, like I don't think it's worth including the feature, and if they can just kind of like look at specific cases, and it's pretty clear with all the streamers that they have that late game for even PC is very low FPS, so it shouldn't really need much more data than they already have. But the display itself will get a minor improvement to including a rolling mini and max value to help catch long frames at fast rates. We're also actively investigating uneven frame rates, hitching in late game performance from multiple community reports and competitive match breakdowns. Our goal across upcoming releases is to iterate the common stalls that directly impact gameplay and provide a more consistent in-game experience. The V8.30 update contains improvements to multi-thread rendering performance and heavier scenes for console and desktop, as well as a fix for hitch related to vehicles. So hopefully we will be able to see some big changes in V8.3, which should be coming out next week. And then they do update on stretch resolution that they are going to be changing it. So for competitive play, you will need to be on native. Obviously, console players don't have to worry about that, but if you're a PC player, you should start playing on native if you plan on participating in the World Cup. Server replays they did talk about briefly, and it's just going to be allowing you to see the ones from Lux Cup, so a lot of pro players are going to have the opportunity to kind of really dig in there and see how each game went and how they went down and where players were landing and kind of where outcomes could have changed and stuff like that. So it's a lot of really good information for you guys if you're interested in that. They do leave a couple steps to get into those replays if you participated, which I can leave a link in the description for down below. And then we have the Fortnite World Cup warm-up, which is actually super exciting to hear about, and it sets on April 13th with one of the last weekends to go. We'll be holding the Fortnite World Cup warm-up. This is our last online practice tournament and will feature a $500,000 prize pool with a much broader prize distribution than previous weeks. The Fortnite World Cup warm-up semifinals will be held on Saturday, 4/6. Any eligible duo who has both players reach Division 6 in Contenders League, which is not even the Champions League, which is surprising. I think they should narrow it down to Champions League, but maybe they don't have that many players in Champions League right now. In Arena Mode, will be able to hop in during the 3-hour event window. The top 1,500 duos in each region will advance to the finals on Sunday, 4/7. So it's going to be really interesting to watch this. I mean, 4/13 is going to be next weekend, so you guys have a good week about a week and a half to kind of get your bearings and get into that contender division, which I'm not sure how many points that is. I think that's probably around 200 to 250 if I'm not mistaken. Contender should be around 200 250. So you guys all should have a good chance to go ahead and participate for $500,000, which is going to be nuts. So that is all the information I have for you guys today. Again, I will leave a link for this article down in the description below if you guys are interested in reading it, getting the information for yourself in more detail. But that is like the broad overview of everything you would need to know going forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, sub up, share around. Expect gameplay tomorrow. Also, I did not forget about Resident Evil 2. We definitely will have to pick up the game again. I think that I was just on a weird area with Fortnite being my main thing, and it was just not fun to play. Now it's fun to play again. I think we can start mixing in gameplays with Resident Evil once again, and not like it was a hindrance or anything like that. I think I just stepped away from playthroughs because sometimes people don't watch them, and like I'm just like, oh, I'm spending all this time giving really good reaction, having a lot of fun playing for just like 3 to 5 people to watch, which kind of sucks. And especially 3 to 5 people to watch maybe 2 minutes out of the 30 minutes. So it's something that I want to continue to do and just work on, because I feel like series are good to have for people who want to watch them at some point. But also, like, I don't want to invest time that isn't going to be returned. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of YouTube is investing time that isn't always going to be returned, if that makes sense. So it's something that you can't avoid with YouTube. Like, I can't expect you guys to sit here and watch through this whole video. I expect you guys to watch 2 minutes, and probably no one will make it to the end of the video. If you do make it to the end of the video, I want you to go ahead and drop a smiley face in the comment. But most people aren't going to watch the whole video because it doesn't interest everyone. However, Fortnite in a broad sense does interest a lot of people. So I don't know. Interesting thing to talk about. We can talk about that in another video on another day. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, sub up, share around. I might update you guys on the merch shop as well soon. I think I want to close the shop for a bit. Not because we're not doing well. I think a lot of people actually did purchase a decent amount of merch, so we did really well. But I also want to add some exclusivity to it. So maybe at the end of next month, I might close the shop for the rest of the year. Potentially, it might be the case, but I don't know. I'll let you guys know. So anyways, if you guys want to buy stuff, again, I'll update you guys in another video, maybe tomorrow or something like that. I'll be like, hey, end of next month, I want to close the shop for the rest of the year, and then you guys will get the opportunity to purchase again next year if we don't end up just getting new merch designs, and whoever bought stuff prior to just has OG designs from when this channel started. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, sub up, share around. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.